How's it going, Vicarious viewers? I just wanted to post a video giving you guys an update on what I've been doing over the past 3 months. I know that I haven't been posting as often during this whole COVID-19 situation, and I just wanted to give you guys an update to let you know what's been going on in my life and what I plan to do going forward. So I guess most of this begins at the end of February. During that last week of February, I was actually getting ready to start a new job in March. I actually started working from home back in September, but I actually found another position that was paying better doing some tech support as opposed to sales. And so last week of February, I was getting ready for that. My new job was actually sending me a separate work computer to use, so I figured I need a bigger desk. So I went out shopping. I found a bigger desk to accommodate both of my computers, which meant that I had to do a whole cleaning and rearranging of my whole room to fit it, hence the new arrangement behind me. Um, because this one did not fit against that wall over there. uh, if it did, I wouldn't have been able to get to my closet at all. But so that was taking up a lot of time. Just before I got the new desk, I decided to bang out all of the last reactions for American Horror Story 1984. So I basically filmed all of those in one night, um, with the plans of editing them out and dealing them out every 2 to 3 days, or at least that was the initial plan. But as soon as my new job started in March was when the cases for COVID-19 started to hit the US. None of them were here in New Mexico at the time, but it definitely monopolized the news cycles, and I was paying close attention because something like this, even back then, did seem like something serious, and it still feels serious now. Um, my grandparents are hitting their 90s. They're very elderly, one diabetic, one diagnosed with cancer, and that is worrying and troublesome to me. So, keeping an eye on the news cycles, watching the spread, paying attention to any studies or doctor's reports coming out about the symptoms, about its spread, have been very important to me. They've been a priority to try to stay on top of this, to stay as well informed as possible. Um, my new work schedule as well. My old job, I was able to start working at 6 or 7 in the morning and be done with my day by 3, which left plenty of time for me to film or edit and get a bunch of other stuff done. With this new job, I'm not getting out of work until 7, 8, 9 p.m. And by that time, there's not a lot of time to run errands, get stuff done, and then start filming before I start feeling drained. It's late at night. And once I get through reading all the different articles on the virus and the spread and everything, I'm already passing out. So I haven't really stayed on top of my editing and posting as much as I wanted to. But other than my attention really being focused on staying informed about this virus and its spread, my life hasn't really changed that much since I work at home. Other than the fact that I can't go out to the movie every few weekends with a friend or have a beer with somebody at a bar every now and then, my life has really been the same overall. Um, I do see that this is affecting a lot of people a lot more harshly than I am. There are a lot of people out of work. There are a lot of people that are sick, and my heart goes out to them. And I hope that we are able to overcome this as quickly as possible. But we need to be responsible, we need to be informed, and we need to care for each other and realize that our actions have repercussions, and in this case, those repercussions can be fatal. So I'm trying to do my part. Uh, I even got myself a few masks, and not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging the look. I mean, even after this is over, when flu season comes around, I could see myself still wearing one of these. I'm not bothered by wearing them. And actually, on my last run to the grocery store, I was actually pleasantly surprised by how many people were actually wearing masks. Um, I remember as soon as the lockdowns started happening, making a run to the store, and the store being almost empty, but among the people that were there, almost no one was wearing a mask. I would say 1 out of every 20 people was maybe wearing a mask. Um, and that was, of course, at the peak toilet paper panic and all of that. Thankfully, I had already gotten a massive, like, 36 roll package just like a couple weeks prior. So I was able to hold off for the dry spell in that regard. Then, of course, after Easter, things started picking up. The stores were getting a lot more busy, and still not a lot of people wearing masks. More so, but a majority still a no go. But then just this week went to the store, and I would say 1 out of every 20 people was not wearing a mask. For the most part, everyone was being responsible, and it was good to see. There are still some people that are watching out for others and being responsible during this time. That does give me a little bit more peace of mind because, again, my grandparents are very elderly, and I'm hoping that this spread can be stifled. And my mom also works with the elderly, so. And then last Friday was actually my birthday, and I turned 36. And I realize I'm not getting any younger, and things like this will be affecting me more as my health begins to wane. So it's kind of a wake up call, too, for me to get better on top of my own health. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. And I do miss the days when I used to be the avid runner and go to the gym all the time. And I had that slim figure and not quite the six pack, but almost. Um, but I do also want to try to get back to that. And getting another year older, um, I want to be more diligent. And I realized that even when I was working out more, I had more focus. I had more energy. I was more driven to be more productive in a lot of other areas, not just working out. So part of my stimulus went to car parts, which was a responsible thing to do. And a little bit more went to actually getting a piece of workout equipment for my home. Um, I figure in the long run, this is definitely going to save me the $20 a month that I have been spending on gym fees when the gyms aren't even open anymore. And ever since I started working from home, I have been less inclined to actually get up and get out to the gym, which is still across town. It always felt like more of it always felt more time consuming to actually go to the gym, to actually spend the time to like drive 20 minutes there, get an hour work on, drive 20 minutes back, usually grab like a sandwich or something on the way. That's like 2 hours of dedication right out there of my day. When with this piece of equipment in my home, I can bust out a workout in 30 minutes in my home and get on to other things, like editing videos. Um, and it'll also save me eating out, the temptation to stop by some place and get a salad or a sandwich when I can just be here at home and make something I have in the fridge that's cheaper and maybe even healthier. Some people started actually posting on my Mindhunter reactions, and that is the next series that I am reacting to. And actually, right after posting, if the next day, I actually filmed a reaction to the next episode of Mindhunter, but my OBS needed an update, and it fucked up something. Um, when I actually went in to edit it, it didn't record the actual video of the Mindhunter. Like it recorded me and my sound and the sound of the Mindhunter, but the video was not there. And I was like, what the fuck? So I figure, okay, not a big deal. I'll just record the actual Mindhunter video again in OBS. I like opened it, I checked it, the video was looking fine. I clicked on play, came back in an hour. The video was not recorded again when I checked it. And after trying to record it again, I realized that every time I would put the OBS in the background to hit play on the Mindhunter, it would stop the video. The video would freeze on the last frame that it was actually up front. And it took me a few days of like tweaking almost every setting I could think of to try to fix it, looking through forums to see if anyone was having the same issue. None that I could see. I even posted in the OBS forum about the issue, and still no one has responded to it. But at least I was able to record it. I just left OBS in the forefront and let it record finally, synced it up, got it recorded. I actually just finished my editing, so I will actually be posting that reaction right after I release this video. I figured do them together. Why not? But yeah, after 3 reinstalls of OBS, I finally have everything working. After the first reinstall, the video came back, but then my microphone stopped working. Like, it just wasn't working at all. And finally, I tried a different USB port, and that worked. But the USB port it was plugged in, everything else I have that I plug into it works fine. But now the mic won't work in that one USB port for some reason. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's working again, finally. So now that everything's in order, I can start my reactions again. Now that I'm working out at home, I'll have some more energy and some more focus, and I'm going to get back on track. Even if I do have a late schedule. Having the late schedule has kind of pushed me to be a night owl again, so I'm staying up later, though I'm not as energetic in the middle of the night. But I'm going to see if I can also try to wake up earlier so I can do some stuff before I have to clock into work, which would probably help. But as for my release schedule, I know already I don't want to make promises about what days I'll be releasing videos or anything like that, because I feel bad if I don't meet that, and then if I don't, then I'm like, well, shit, should I wait for the next day, or should I even do anything today at all? And I don't want to get into that cycle of procrastination again. I'm just going to go at my own pace and release the videos, and if I'm not on a schedule, then I'm not going to worry as much about it. Up right now, Mindhunter. I do want to binge through that since it has been so long, and those of you who have been waiting for these Mindhunter reactions, again, I apologize, but I'm getting back into it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear any of your stories. How have you been? I hope you've all been safe and healthy, but I'll see you all soon with my next reaction. Take care.